Hello guys, so you've clicked on this video most likely because there's some people in your life that are not supporting the dreams that you have in the way that you expected them to or that you want them to. Like, it confuses you maybe. I'm sure lots of us have encountered that, and of course if you're clicking on this video it shows an interest in that, and it's very important. If you've got to this part, you can take a lot of good things from it, and I want to reflect that towards you at this point. So a lot of the time, people that are really close to you, people that really love you and you would expect to really support you, are scared for your journey. Like, they are worried that it's not going to work, and rightly so. If you're pushing yourself to the extremes that you should be to achieve your dreams, or that makes you feel good, like pushing yourself to that level, a lot of people should not believe in you. Like, there shouldn't be a clear path to success, and that's one reason, one thing that you can take really, like, you can take that and say, I'm pushing myself to an extreme where a lot of people would be scared to take these steps. That's amazing. We need to have this really good relationship with failure, and maybe that needs to supersede other people's relationships with failure. Especially, it's easier often to take the failure like upon yourself. Like, you hurt yourself, like you fell over and you hurt yourself. Let's use that as an example. But if you was to see someone you love, like for me, if I was to see my little sister fall over and hurt herself, it would actually probably hurt me more than it would hurt me if I physically fell over myself. So you got to think about it like that. People are protecting you, and that's maybe their way of showing some care. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, there's no clear path to success. I don't know if I can believe in this process because I don't know how it would go. And that's normal. That's so normal. Like, people to be scared of you crashing and burning, fine. But you embracing that and saying, I'm ready to fail, I'm ready to succeed, I'm going to go out of my way to find these failures and push myself to a higher level than I did yesterday or the week before. So that's awesome. So that should show you something really good about yourself, about your attitudes towards failure, and how you are ready to take on these bigger tasks than the norm, like the normal everyday routine, like making today just as good as yesterday. So pushing that is going to encompass some failure, and some people around you are going to be scared to see that. You don't have to be scared. That's the cool thing, and that's what this might reflect. Also, if you're not, if everyone agrees that you can do this, then maybe you're not pushing yourself far enough. Maybe you're not ready enough to take these leaps, and that would be something that I'd highly recommend. Doing some stuff out of your comfort zone. It's almost a cliche. Do some stuff outside your comfort zone. Outside of your comfort zone is where all the growth happens. So internalize that. Like, push yourself to these limits that might scare other people. That's going to make you like a monster in tackling these tasks, and that's super cool. Also, sometimes we believe in ourselves, like we sort of blur the line about believing in ourselves, right? So I kind of want to just focus some attention on that and sort of understand what that means, maybe to some other people as well. Again, if you want to interact with this, that would be awesome. But believing in yourself is sometimes overused, right? I believe I can do this. Well, why do you believe in that? You have no facts. So you should maybe say, I don't believe in myself, but I am willing to find out. And obviously, some people won't believe in you. If they're taking that model, I need to believe in it. The only way I can believe in it is to see it, which is pretty a good scientific use of believing in something, is to see it. So ask yourself, have you created any evidence for this that can help someone understand? If you have, then awesome, right? Then you're doing something for yourself, and that's great. Maybe they still don't believe in you. Does it matter at this point? Like, why are you doing that task? Are you passionate about it, or are you trying to prove something to someone else? Because these are two different things. If you're trying to prove something to someone else, you're going to waste a lot of energy, right? You're going to be taking points off your energy of the day to try and convince someone that you can do it. Why do you need that? There might be a reason why you need that, but evidence would be a really, really good way of doing that. So test your product. Whether you're making money or not, test it, find out whether it works. People might not believe in it because they haven't seen it, even if it's not the fact that they're seeing the money. Tuk, tuk, tuk. What they're seeing is the product or the service, something in action they're seeing. So maybe go out of your way to start testing the product so you have a better understanding, utilizing more senses to describe this journey, this service, this product. If you can test it, you can find out this works, this doesn't work. I understand why they didn't believe in that, because it does have some room for failure, right? It has some negative points that need to be fixed. And without you testing it, it's going to be really hard for you, firstly, to believe in yourself, and for the people around you to believe in you. So, again, if you have proven it by testing it and finding out what works, maybe it's time to start embracing the failure, embracing the fact that you don't believe in yourself for the next task, that leap of faith. If it's tested, it's making money, it's doing everything it's meant to be done, cool. Aim for people not to believe in you, because that's going to show, literally, it's going to show your character is like, we're not settling for this, what is normal, right? We're going to go for what's abnormal, what's extreme, what is the best I can achieve. It's sort of like an idea I'm grasping at the moment, a new idea, but turning your plan A into a plan B. So plan A, I think this is going to work. Plan A is like, I'm going for that. Cool, right? You think you can do that? You think you can do that. If you genuinely believe you can do that, turn it into plan B as like a fallback method. So now let's start thriving in the times where people are not going to believe in us. It's cool. Like, it's really cool. And at the end of the day, when you can show that you've done something that people didn't believe in you, wow. Like, wow. You get to show that, and again, people might not accept that, and that's fine. But who are you doing this for? Like, who is this journey for? Is it for you, or is it for other people? Because again, doing something for other people that they're not going to understand is going to take up energy. And realistically, you should be focusing more on that energy of making this thing a reality, creating evidence, creating money, creating a better product, helping more people. So who are you doing this for is very, very important. Don't worry about whether people believe in you, because believing in you is a blurry, blurry line. They want you to do it, I'm sure. They want to see that success, but it's blurry because they haven't seen it, or maybe they've seen someone else do it, but they don't understand. That's fine, it's blurry, right? Evidence is going to be where the belief is created, and the willingness is completely different. The willingness to fail, and the willingness to succeed, and to try, to create and recreate. All those things is different to belief. And to get someone to be willing is almost to get someone to do your journey for you. So stop worrying about it. It's because people love you. It's because they really don't want to see you fail. And maybe as well, something to note is, how was your relationship when you started with these people? Like, say they're a work friend, as an example. A work friend sort of is in a very similar shoes to you. Like, they know that they can do this, and this is our normal routine. So did you ever create a relationship at the beginning with this person that says, like, I'm here now, but the reason I'm here is to get to here? If that's not the case, you've sort of overcomplicated this relationship more recently, like you've put a randomizer on it. And that's going to make people, like, uncomfortable in some ways, like, not in a negative way, but it's going to take people a while to adjust to this, because we were used to this very straightforward, normal path. I could predict what you were doing. It was quite simple. Your personality seemed more simple to me, and now it's taken me some energy to understand where you're coming from, to believe in this and to believe in that. When that's the case, it's fine, but go back in yourself. Like, did I start this relationship with that in mind? If not, have things changed? Which they probably should have, and it's probably a good thing if they do change, well, for the positive. That might be a reason that they don't believe in you, because this is a new concept to them, and they're trying to get their head around the old you to the new you. And they want to be friends with you, but it's like chaotic now. I think it's very important for you guys to know that these people love you, and I'm sure want to see you succeed. But without that belief system and without you operationalizing the concept, like making it very clear what believing in you is, or believing in yourself, or believing in someone else is, it's going to be very difficult. I sometimes say to my friends, like, I try not to go too much into detail sometimes about what I'm doing, because again, it doesn't concern them unless they want to be brought in. If they want to be brought in, I'm very happy to do that. But otherwise, it's confusing for some people that I never started this relationship with. So just consider that, and don't maybe focus so much, again, of your attention on someone else. Like, hey, I'm doing this, so why aren't you doing this? And da-da-da-da-da. You're complicating this relationship. Try and keep it really simple for someone to understand. Once you start getting these answers, this evidence, it will come. Like, it will come. It's a process. Everything's a process. So just allow it to be nice and smooth. And just remember that people are supporting you. Maybe just in a way that you didn't expect, and in a more complicated way as well. Yeah, so these journeys are not also just about you. They're about other people, and you cannot force them to agree or disagree. Again, it's also kind of good to have people that disagree, like, aren't super like, this is going to work. Because if it's going to work and everyone's doing it, well, why is everyone not doing it? There must be something. And what makes it different about you? What can you make people believe in yourself? So yeah, I just thought maybe this was important, because I know people get bogged down, like, oh, it takes so much energy off of me, off my workload, to try and convince someone else that this is going to work, and to gain their support. Don't worry about it. It's going to work eventually. You focus that energy, instead of giving it to other people, you focus on yourself, and you focus on doing that, and make sure that people are happy in the relationships that you've been used to providing them, and it's going to become a nice, slower, smoother transition into something of greater success. I hope, again, this has helped some of you guys, and maybe given you back some energy that might have otherwise been wasted. And again, I hope everything goes well with your journey, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.